Hello and welcome to the Sewing Studio. I'm Anna and in this video I am going to show you the Janome 360DC. I'm going to talk through its features, show you what comes in the box, do some sewing and show you its capabilities, and then talk a bit about warranty and support. Now we've split those into chapters, so if there's one particular section you're interested in, feel free just to forward along to that section. The Janome 360DC is a computerised machine and it's a standard size, which means it has 6 inches of space to the right of the needle. It's got 60 different stitch options and these are all listed here for you, and there's 6 different styles of one-step buttonhole. These are all easily selected on this LCD screen using these arrows, and you can change the width and the length of the stitch. Now the maximum stitch width on this machine is 7mm. It's got a start-stop button and speed control. It does come with a foot pedal as well. Needle up, needle down, locking stitch and the reverse. It's got a top loading bobbin, so you just drop it in, threads nice and easy and you can see when it's running out. Also has a built-in needle threader and adjustable presser foot pressure. The presser foot also has an extra lift for any bulky items, and you can drop the feed dogs to do any free motion work. It also has a free arm, so you just pop the accessory tray off and that's your free arm. And then the accessory tray has some handy storage for all the presser feet and accessories that it comes with. Now those feet are the standard one that's already on the machine, a zip or piping foot, one for blind hems, an overcasting foot, a clear view foot, and a one-step buttonhole, and a range of accessories. It also comes with the foot pedal, your power lead, and all-important instruction manual. It also has an extension table included, so you just pop off the accessory tray, and that sits on there to give you a nice large working area. And lastly, it has a hard cover. Now this machine weighs around 5.7 kilos, so it's really nice and portable, and this helps to protect it and keep the dust off when you're storing it. So let's get it threaded and see how it sews. Right, let's get the machine threaded. It's nice and easy. Just pop your spool on and then your cap to stop it flying off when you're sewing. And then everything is numbered for you. So you just follow the arrows and the numbers. So number 1, 2, 3, down into number 4, and then the last guide above the needle. And then the needle threader, just pull that down, lay the thread in, push it back up, and that draws your loop. So that's threaded. For the bobbin, you want to just pop the cover off, take that empty one out. And then the tail of thread goes to the left, so just drop that in, and then you want to take it under the little spring there and around, and then draw your thread up, so drop the needle down, back up again, and there's your bobbin thread. Put that under the foot, and then pop the cover back on, and that's it, you're ready to sew. When you switch the machine on, it'll always default to stitch 00, which is your standard straight stitch. Now, I've not got the foot pedal plugged in. I'm going to use the start-stop button. And first I'll show you the different speeds. So I've got a piece of cotton, just pop that underneath. And then I press the start button. To reverse, I just keep my finger on it for as far back as I want to go, and then let go, and it will come forward again. So that's on the slow speed, which is quite slow and quite manageable. So we'll go up to midway. And then up to the top speed at the end there, which is 820 stitches per minute. And that's your nice, neat, standard straight stitch. That's the top. And then that's the bottom. So when it comes to changing stitches, let's see what a zigzag looks like. So we need stitch number 7. So you have these cursors underneath. So I'm just going to go up to number 7. This machine has great feed control, so you'll notice there I was just guiding it and keeping it straight. I wasn't actually feeding it through because the machine is doing that itself. And then that's your nice zigzag, top and bottom. Now there's a few decorative stitch options on this machine, which are detailed down here. And for those, I'm going to show you this locking stitch feature because it has 2 different functions. So let's choose this flower pattern here, number 27. So I'm going to move my cursor to the 0 to go up to number 2, and then I'm already on 7. Now this locking stitch button, like I say, has 2 functions. Firstly, it will do a lock stitch, so that's a securing function different from your reversing. So it will just sew 2 or 3 stitches on the spot to secure it. It's also a pattern end, which I'll show you and explain. So I'm going to press that first. And that's just secured that, and then carry on. And you can see to finish, I press that locking stitch button again. And what that does is it carries on sewing until it reaches the end of the pattern and then sews 2 or 3 stitches on the spot to secure the stitch. And there you go. You can see it's finished on a complete flower. The one-step buttonhole is very easy to do. As I say, there's 6 different options of buttonholes on here, depending on the type of fabric you're using. We'll just do the standard one, which is stitch number 50. So my cursor's already on the first number, so I just go up to number 5, move it across, and then down to 0. And that is already predetermined the stitch width and the stitch length for me. It's telling me to use foot R, which is the buttonhole foot, which I've put on, and popped a button in the back, which determines the size of the buttonhole for that button I'm using. And then this little symbol is telling you to bring the sensor down, which is this one here, so it knows when to stop and finish the buttonhole. And then you just pop your fabric in and let it do its thing. How easy was that? And there is your nice neat buttonhole. Nice and secure, top and bottom. Moving on to a different type of fabric. I've got some jersey stretch here. So I've popped a jersey needle on the machine, and then I'm going to choose the lightning stitch, which is number 5. So again, I move my cursor to the 0 and then go across to go up to number 5. And the stitch width and the stitch length again is preset. And just drop that under. And there you go. You can still stretch the fabric with the stitch, and the seam is nice and stretchy and strong. Now, if you want to reduce some of the waviness that comes out, then it's a good idea to purchase an optional walking foot, and that will lie a lot flatter. And lastly, we'll see how it handles the thicker side of fabrics. So I've got some denim here, 2 layers. So I've popped a jeans needle in. I'm just going to use the standard straight stitch, 0, 0, and I'm going to increase the stitch length slightly because it's a thicker fabric. And there you go, it's nice and neat, and the seam is very robust. So let's double it over and go through 4 layers. And again, that's no problem at all. That's this stitch line here, top, and that's the bottom. Still nice and secure in there. So let's double it over once more to go through 8 layers. And this time I'm going to reduce the pressure that's on the presser foot just slightly. So that's the amount of pressure that's on here when we engage that. And that will help it feed through more consistently and stop it puckering and gathering as we go along. And I hope you can see there how I wasn't needing to feed that through. The machine was feeding it through all on its own. And again, nice, neat, consistent stitch, no skip stitches, and it's really, really secure. Now I hope I've been able to demonstrate to you the capabilities and the ease of use of the Janome 360DC. It comes with 2 years warranty, which can be extended, and there's a card in the box that tells you everything you need to know about that. And don't forget, we're here for anything that you might need, any support or any advice. Just pick up the phone, send us an email, pop on live chat, and we'll be happy to deal with your query. Thanks very much for watching.